So now we're going to head over to understanding the difference about AI agents and automation. You probably have seen this in many cases. People say I build automation for businesses, others say I build AI agents. Are they the same? Are they different? Well, let's get into it. Now, we're going to explain this using two real samples on NSN. So with NSN, you can actually build automations and agents at the same time, right? So this is an example of an automation. So you can call them AI workflows or AI automation. So we're basically automating the workflow. Basically means we're taking manual task into automated task, right? So we're no longer doing things manually, but giving the tasks to an AI to do. Now, this is what it means. Take a look at this diagram. You see that it's a form, right? It's a simple form where you can send an email based on what people fill out in the form. An example is if I am managing, say, a VC program, and I'm looking for people who want budgets or investments between $400, $1,000 or more. And once they fill out the form, I want to automatically send them an email based on what they fill out for next step. Now, they fill the form. Look at this diagram. They fill the form on form submission, then there's a switch. So basically, automation relies heavily on rule-based system, conditional-based system, if and else. So if the budget of the user or those who are the applicants is $10 to $400, send them an email to follow up with that particular budget they have. If it's between $400 to $1,000, give them a different email based on their budget. If it's 1,000 plus, give them another email for different budgets. So I could have done this manually, but of course it's time consuming. So this automation makes it easy. So once users or applicants, in this case, fill out the form for their business and their budget for funding, they can receive different emails based on the next step of their funding. This is actually what it is. And if you notice here, remember we said an agent has three components. It has the brain to reason, it has the memory to remember, and a tool to perform a task. We don't see it here, right? So it's not an agent, it's actually a cool example of automation. Now, if we make progress, we're going to see this is an example of an agent, also via NSN console. We can see from the onset, we have an agent here. It has the memory, in this case, the brain. In this case, the brain is going to be OpenAI model, LLM from OpenAI. The tool is this NNA workflow tool and send an email, a Gmail as a tool. There's no memory here because that's not the use case here. Now, this particular, if you can see top here, it says a lead qualification agent. So what this agent does is once you fill a form, it's going to scrape your website, scrape your LinkedIn, do research about the person that filled the form to qualify if this person is what the business needs. So the brain is thinking, so the brain now reads, okay, based on what this user has filled out, is it qualified to be a lead for this business? If the answer is yes, then it now perform a task, send an email, follow up, and also connect to another workflow. So this is an example of what makes the difference between automation and agents. So in simple terms, automation basically meaning taking manual tasks and automating them. Without an agent, there's no brain, there's no memory, and there's no tool. Why an agent, like you said, has in autonomy, so it can reason, it can work, can act without anybody doing anything at all with it. So the memory thinks based on the submission, then perform a task. That's the difference. So you can either build automation, you can build agents based on the use case. Once we get to the business side of things, you understand better which to offer businesses if they want your services for this.